Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. In today's show, we are going to be talking about, is it time for LFC to react in the transfer window? Obviously, we've seen the latest that Adam Lallana is being... today we've seen basically that he's not available for Napoli because of a calf issue is what we've seen. So basically Liverpool being cautious over the player. So that sparked up a big conversation today about has Liverpool got enough options throughout the season? We've got a lot of injury concerns. Matip, Lallana, Daniel Sturridge, just to name a few. So we will talk about that in today's live stream, everyone. Welcome to everyone that is live today. As always, it's good to see you all on the live chat. And for those that haven't joined us live, as always, leave your comments down below. Let me know your views on it. Will Liverpool react before the window closes, or do you think that Liverpool will go into the season hoping that those players will stay or be available? Right. Firstly, guys, actually, before I continue, I've managed to swing my missus round to the thoughts. Well, I kind of persuaded her, basically, that we should do another giveaway on the channel. Okay, so when we do hit that 10,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving away another Liverpool top. But instead of it just being a home top, I am going to be giving you the choice. It will either be the home top, the away top, or the third top. It's up to you. Whoever wins it, it will be down to you guys which one you pick, and then we will send whichever one it is that you chose. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And this time she said the only way that I'm allowed to do it is if she gets to pick the winner. So it will be down to her, which one of you lovely guys gets to win it. But I'm really over the moon that I'll get to actually give something back to one of you subscribers again. So like I say, guys, that's good news for us, isn't it? Yes, let's get talking about what we're going to be doing today. So like I say, Adam Lallana, guys, Adam Lallana, injured. Grujic, Ings and Matip, they will all not be available for the Napoli game. That's, we know a few of them players, we know the situation, but Adam Lallana is going to be a big talking point for today's show. Like I say, I just want to see what you lot have to say on this matter. I've already spoken to a few of you today. What are we seeing over Adam Lallana? And it's apparently that he's had a calf complaint is what we've seen. So Liverpool being cautious. It's just a precaution, and him and Matip are apparently going to be available, or they should be available, for the Torino game. On Saturday is what we're hearing. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me just make sure that this chat comes up on the screen, because I'm seeing that at this point in time that it's not. And we don't like that very much, do we, guys? We like to get your views out on the channel as well. Let me just get this ahead. If I'm a little bit like... at the beginning of the stream, it's because it's my son's birthday party tomorrow. Me and the missus have been running around like absolute headless chickens today. So yes, apologies if I've started a little bit manic, but we will settle. Let's get that one going here. I hope you've all had a fantastic day as well today. Right, there you go, guys. That should be fan dabby dozy now. We should have that one starting to come up. There we go. Look at all the live chat going mental. That's because loads of you have joined me again today. Right, I'm back again. I miss you, Daz. How was your kids' party and how do I get mod? World Cup. To get mod, all you've got to do is just be loyal to the channel, basically. Keep doing what you're doing, joining the live streams. And yeah, when it comes around to the time that I'm giving out the mod spanners, you'll be in with a chance. And the party is tomorrow. We've been mad busy today, so yeah. How bad is Lallana's injury, says Declan? Well, like I say, guys, it's a calf complaint is what we're seeing at the moment. So for me, it doesn't sound too serious. It does definitely sound like it's a precaution. That's what we're seeing. So I've seen people say today, oh, here we go, Lallana's injured already, the window's still open, we must act on it. So Maverick saying the Lallana issue is a warning that the unexpected can happen and we need to be prepared, preferably with some additions. Yeah, exactly, with a smiley face, Maverick, definitely. This is my views on it, guys, right? You all know by now, anyone that's subscribed to my channel knows that Adam Lallana, for me, is a good player on his day. Before he got the injuries last season, I said he was one of the first players to be on the team sheet, but with his age now and with the injuries that he had last season, we need to be looking at this player may not recover fully and may not be available, and probably won't be available for a whole season, especially not when we're a team now that wants to be competing in all competitions. So I've got nothing against Adam Lallana, and I'm not one of these that is or has been saying Lallana's just not good enough to play as one of our attacking midfielders. I think that he can do a job there, and I think that a fully fit Adam Lallana will definitely benefit Liverpool, but at the same time, we can't rely on Adam Lallana all season. We're looking at the situation we got with Ox as well. He's out all year, so we know already that we're one midfielder down, and we're also seeing people that are saying, yeah, but we've got plenty of options there. If you're looking that we bought in Naby Keita and Fabinho this window, we've also seen that Emre Can left this window, and of course Philippe Coutinho did move on as well last season. So Liverpool, towards the end of last year, we saw when we got to a Champions League final, we was very thin. We were thin, weren't we? We could have done with more options being able to come on from the bench. Okay. We don't want to get in that situation again this year. We want to win silverware. Liverpool more than capable with the squad that we got and the team that we've got to get to these finals. I don't think anyone is sitting here and trying to suggest that we can't get to them. But what we're saying is we can't rely on these players to be able to be fully available all year. And with how demanding, not just Klopp's system, because I see a lot of people say about the way Klopp likes to play, the way we press a lot. You know, in a lot of games, I don't think we do press a lot because we do actually hold possession quite a lot throughout a Premier League season. But I actually think how demanding the Premier League season is, also when you're competing for all the trophies, all the silverware, that's very demanding in itself. So all players need to be fit these days. And when you do add that Klopp in pre-season, how demanding his fitness training sessions are and stuff like that as well, these players, you know, that's why we do see these niggles and these injuries come into play. And it's not just the midfielders, is it? Joel Matip we're talking about here. Daniel Sturridge. You know, these are players that we are going to be expecting to see throughout a season aren't going to be available for spells. And the one big thing that everyone is talking about so far, from what I'm making of comments today, is the wages that these players have as well. We're seeing that some of our best players now are getting good wage packets at the club. So when you're looking at that and you're saying, okay, that's good. Liverpool do need to make sure our best players are happy with wages, because we're a big club. We're going to be winning silverware to keep the players happy, because we're building now. We're keeping our best players and we're adding to it. But at the same time, if you've got players at the club, this is what I'm reading today. If you've got players at the club that aren't going to be available for half a season because of injuries, and if that is going to be consistent now for the next couple of years, and they have got a certain amount of wages, then surely freeing up their wages for a player that will be available more, that makes sense. And I've seen people that have commented that and then saying about Fekir as well today, guys, and saying, yeah, but, you know, you've got concerns over Fekir, over the knee injury and stuff like that. But there's always concerns whenever you bring someone into a club over a possibility that they could come in and get a serious injury. It's the same with any player that you sign. And I'm not saying that Liverpool go and sign Nabil Fekir this window now, but what I mean is we are definitely still one midfielder short this window, for me. Because we're going to want to go all the way in the Champions League again. We're going to want to try and win silverware this year. And we're going to want to really try and push. If it's Man City again this year, like we're all saying, we're going to want to push them to try and win the Premier League this year as well. As we say, it's not our year, but we're going to push for it. That's what we keep trying to say. We're going to do our best. So, you know, no one is denying that the players like Sturridge and Adam Lallana, Joel Matip, Gomez, even people are saying about Gomez, he's only young, so yes, time will tell, because when you're young like that, your body does recover from injuries a lot better. But you know, when you're looking at the other players, you've got to say they are good additions to the squad and to help us try and win things. But we're all praying that something doesn't go wrong, and you kind of want Liverpool to say, okay, well, we want to try and bring in a player or another couple of players that we don't have to worry too much about. I mean, look at look at players like when we had Suarez or whatever, so many people would bash him about, and he wouldn't ever go out, would he? He just wouldn't lie down for nothing. You look at Bobby at the moment, the lad just is a machine. When we're talking about the midfield options as well, guys, we're talking about Jordan Henderson as another midfielder there, that he does have flare-ups when it comes to injuries. So we're talking this season about we're going to be doing and seeing a lot of rotation throughout the squad. Klopp did rotate a lot better last season, and we did rotate a lot. We're going to see that again this year, which will hopefully help those players that do suffer with injuries. But at the same time, if you're going to do a lot of rotation, and there is a possibility that some of these players could have certain amount of spells out of the team due to injuries, then surely we could have done with signing another midfielder. That's just my options, and someone that's versatile as well. Shaqiri's coming to the club, looks like he can definitely play in midfield, so that's a bonus, because we was all talking about Shaqiri as playing when Salah's not on the pitch. He can he can play on the right, he can play on the left. Now it looks like he had that free role, didn't he, that we saw in his first game. We're looking to see him play it again against Napoli. We want to see him play in midfield more, see whether he can do that role for definite next season. Fantastic if he can play in midfield as well. That's brilliant. That's another good addition. But again, if that's the case, then that still would limit, because if Shaqiri is playing in midfield, then that limits who's then going to play out wide. Because we were talking very much about, well, you don't want to see a Lallana play out on the wings anymore. We're talking about the striker situation, and I think it was James Pearce that was asked, do we have enough backup for the striker, for Bobby? And I think he replied, yeah, because we play with one striker up top. And I think he said, if you're looking at the players that we've got, is Daniel Sturridge, Dominic Solanke, and then Brewster when he comes back from injury later in the season. I think it was his answer. And I say, yeah, that's brilliant. But when you're looking across the front three, it was a position this season that we were saying, right, we could do with backup for that front three. Shaqiri come in as backup for the front three. But then if he's being torn, that we could be having to use him in midfield as well. The options start getting thin again towards the end of the Premier League season. And yes, we do have windows before that, but how many players may be available in those windows during mid-season? What if they are Champions League tied? This is a situation we find ourselves in. We've still got time in this transfer window where players aren't cup tied. Welcome to the live stream, Michael Furno. Good to see you guys in here. Connor as well. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Give me your opinions on this, guys. I will always watch the live streams back and read the live chat, so I don't miss what you guys are saying now. We're seeing the likes of Ings leaving, Origi leaving. We're seeing today, I see a rumour, I think it was, that if Origi's not sold, then Liverpool will look to loan him out. We've got youngsters still at the club. People are saying about the midfield option, Curtis Jones. I agree, Curtis Jones is playing definitely mature beyond his years, and that he's a fantastic player with a bright future ahead of him. But at the same time, if you're in the Champions League and you're well into the Champions League, and we're in a situation where we have to throw a player in above his head. It worked for Trent last season. He did well when he was called upon, but we've got a transfer window open at the moment. It's open. There's players available. Is it time that Liverpool react? Klopp said, what was Klopp's words, guys? He said, if there's, at the moment as it stands, we're good to go for next season. Unless there's injuries, he said, and if there's injuries maybe to some of the boys, then we would react, possibly. And I think he said if it's not this window, then it may be next window or the window after, which didn't make sense fully because that was obviously when he was asked about Nabil Fekir. So we don't really know about that, but I agree with people that I'm really happy with what we've done this transfer window. I think we've made some amazing signings. I really do. But I definitely do still have these concerns over the players that we've got, that we may see big spells with some of these players out. To look at Adam Lallana and say that he missed a lot of last season, yes, coming back, this year. He's going to want game time. He's going to want to play. He's going to want to be fit and ready. And is it an overreaction because we're seeing that it is just a calf complaint? So Liverpool just being cautious over this. He should be available for the Torino game. So are we all overreacting? The reason, if anyone says about we're overreacting to it, I haven't seen a comment about that. But if someone says, come on guys, we're just overreacting, it's just a precaution, I would say, why are Liverpool fans maybe then overreacting over this? And it's because we've got doubts, we've got concerns over Adam Lallana, because he was out all season last season. And when you get to an age that Adam Lallana is at, and you do have serious injuries, then it's harder for someone of that age. And I mean, he's not ancient. I'm not talking about Mr. Miyagi here, you know, he's not ancient, but at the same time, that's the way it is. That's nature. It's Mother Nature. When you suffer with injuries and you get older and later on into your career, it's a lot harder for you to come back from those injuries. And we're talking about a long season. Adam Lallana is one of the players that Klopp is looking to this season and hoping that he remains fit for that midfield. So that's why I think a lot of Liverpool fans going, oh my God, you know, injured already? Is it because, you know, they've been doing a lot of training in pre-season to make sure they're at a level for the opening game of the Premier League? We know what Klopp's like. We know how demanding it is. Yeah, probably. I mean, we're seeing young players like Grujic sideline for this. We're seeing other players like that. Like, no one questions that. We do see niggles and slight things like this. Naby Keita, stiff neck. I get that. I appreciate that at the same time. But I think it is because people have already got this concern over Adam Lallana. It's similar to what we've got over Daniel Sturridge as well. So yeah, that's my look on it. But of course, let me know as always, guys, what you lot are making on it. Louis saying Fekir isn't injury prone. People are talking about Fekir. I've seen comments today saying Liverpool won't go after Fekir as well because he's injury prone. He's not actually injury prone. It's a concern over the knee in case it was to flare up in the future for Liverpool. That's what it was. I believe it. My look on the situation from what we was fed by the media is that Liverpool wasn't willing to pay X amount of money that was originally agreed at the table, was because of the medical showed this knee, the issue over the knee. And Liverpool didn't want to pay a certain amount of money in case this become a problem down the line. It wasn't that Nabil Fekir is always sidelined because of his knee. But when you go into the market and you're looking at these players, you do have to cover yourself to a certain degree, because we're talking about a lot of money, guys. You know, £1 million is life-changing to a lot of us people, you know, to ordinary people. In the world of football, we talk about £5 million like it's not a lot of money. We're talking about Simon Mignolet at the moment, you know, like 12 million. Oh, that's not a lot of money for him, but 12 million is actually a ton of money to put on a human being, isn't it, as a price? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, but yeah, definitely. The Fekir situation, when you guys have messaged me today, those that I've spoke to over this, and saying Liverpool should go and sign another midfielder, who do I think would be the most likely to happen? I said, I don't know whether Liverpool do go back to the table over Fekir, because if that was the situation, that was still possible, then I think that we would have heard something over this. If Liverpool react now because Adam Lallana, maybe what if all of a sudden with this latest scare, Klopp does sit down and talk to his coaches, talk to whoever, and they go, look, if this is going to carry on flaring up this season, what if we could do with getting another midfielder? Then how far we did target Fekir, how long that went on for, how close we come to signing him, then it would make sense that Fekir would be that player, that it wouldn't take as much as maybe someone else. We saw that if Klopp does target a player, then he goes all out for them. If they're not available at the time, he'll wait for them. We've seen that before. But like I say, I'm still not going to sit here on a live stream and say Fekir's going to happen because Adam Lallana's got a problem with his calf. You know, I'm definitely not going to do that, guys. But I think for those people that would say that Fekir still wouldn't happen because of his knee, it's just a concern that Liverpool had. That's my look on that one anyway. But yeah, I think, I'm not saying adamantly that Liverpool will react this window, but at the same time, my personal looks is Liverpool could have done with another midfielder. Over the centre-back situation, Joel Matip is, he's expected to be available for Torino. He's not fully recovered just yet, but, you know, it's Tuesday is the game against Torino. So I think if he's going to be back available this season, then we're going to be looking to see how well he does do this year, see whether his performance levels goes up. He's another player that he is, with his injuries, guys, we know now. Don't worry about Matip as well. A lot of you guys are saying to me and have said to me that you think that Joel Matip is past it, and with his injuries, I've seen so many comments saying he won't get back into the first team. Lovren is one of the best centre backs in the world, so you're not too worried about Matip, but we see over the Matip situation for definite. I think Gomez is definitely going to play more centre back this year. That's what we're seeing. When you've got Kleiny fighting for Trent at right back, I think that frees up Gomez for the centre back spot. We're looking at Klavan. As much as Klavan isn't expected to be one of the starters at centre back, he's also an option there. And I said Phillips has really impressed this pre-season, so he's another centre-back option. So I don't see Klopp going into the transfer window to sign another centre-back. I think we've seen over the last week or two, they say that Klopp's happy with his defenders, with his centre-back. So I don't see that, but I definitely do think that if Karius was to leave and Mignolet, then I could have seen a goalkeeper coming in. And for definite, like I say, I still actually do feel that we could have done with a midfielder, guys. And I know a lot of you have agreed with me over that as well. Alisson has picked the number 13 out of respect for Karius. And then if Karius obviously leaves the club, then Alisson would grab the number 1 from him. But I thought that was a classy touch. And I think it just goes to show again, like what we've said before, guys, that Liverpool aren't just bringing in quality players now, but we're bringing in a certain type of person. Since Klopp's been in, Klopp doesn't just go for quality players. He goes for quality human beings as well, doesn't he? It sounds cheesy, but it's true. It is true, isn't it? Look, Nathan, I saw he put it through, retracted. 13 is unlucky. I see a lot of people are saying, oh, why has he gone 13? Let's just hope that Alisson is just that good that 13 doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that's a real class gesture by him. I really do. Hopefully, Karius really likes that as well. And then whatever the situation is with Karius, he can just get on with his life now and try and rebuild his career. Whether that's at Liverpool or somewhere else, we don't know at the moment, do we? But I think that's good. Cameron says 13 is lucky for some. Cameron, there you go. I've heard that. A couple of people have said to me in the past, 13 is actually really lucky for me. Like I say, I'm superstitious in some ways, but 13 isn't a problem for me personally. PD says, are we all set for the new season, boys and girls? PD, I'm set. How about you, my friend? I can't wait to be doing the watch-alongs for the new season. Really excited for that, for definite. Hopefully you guys are as well. I just can't wait to see competitive football for Liverpool Football Club again. It's been too long. This break with the World Cup, it just felt like it has dragged too long. Trev says, evening Daz. Good evening, Trev. Good to see you in here tonight, my friend. Hope you've had a fantastic day, and the same goes for anyone that's joined me tonight. Force is in the building. Good to see you here tonight, my friend. He says there are other, I think, would be a good substitute for Fekir. Havertz, Julian Brandt and Julian Draxler, for example. Yeah, definitely, mate. Them 3 players, especially I liked the look of Brandt myself, Force. I definitely like the look of him. When we linked with him a while back, I said that I would have took him at Liverpool. A few people disagree with me on it, and like I always say, I like that. I like that there was a conversation about it, because people tell me why they won't take him. Some people say he's slow, wouldn't suit the Premier League, but for me, I was like, under Klopp, I could see him becoming a good player for definite. And Draxler, there's a lot of people on this channel that have been saying, oh, Draxler, why don't we go after Draxler? He would cost a lot less than the other players that we've been linked with, especially Pulisic. People are saying, look, Pulisic, the fee that we're talking about there, 60 plus million. Draxler won't cost anywhere near that for sure. So Shallow says Liverpool will win any cup. Shallow, Liverpool to win every cup. Let's have that. Hugh says, will LFC need to qualify for the Ultimate Champions League, or what does? No. No, we don't have to, my friend. We don't have to. Jamie says, going to my first Liverpool match tomorrow. After 19 years of support, I'm finally going. Great to be able to have the opportunity. Jamie, made up for you, my friend. Absolutely made up. That's well good. I hope you have a fantastic day, mate, and really take it in. Really enjoy it. I know what we all do when we go to, games and stuff like that. A lot of us will sit in front of our phones trying to record it. And of course, it's brilliant getting videos and stuff like that, but try and take it in as well. It's great to go and watch Liverpool. It really is. Hope you're well, Daz. What have I missed? Trev, I'm fantastic, mate. I'm talking to all you Liverpool supporters again, so always good to do that. Basically just talking about the Lallana situation. I said, he's got a calf complaint is what we're seeing. So as a precaution, he's not available against Napoli. And Lallana, Grujic, Ings and Matip are all not available. Lallana and Matip, I think, are both expected to be available on Tuesday against Torino. So we will have to wait and see whether that is the case. But I just was saying Liverpool could have done with another midfielder this window for me personally. But I said I wanted to get everyone's opinions on that. Michael says, Daz, super chat. What? Have we got a super chat? No, you're lying to me. You're lying to me, guys. You're lying. I don't like to miss super chats because it'd be disrespectful, wouldn't it? Omalao says, I'm back, boys. Omalao's in the building. Welcome back, Omalao. Good to see you in here tonight. Cameron says, Daz, do you think we'll make another signing this summer? My views on it is I would like a midfielder, and obviously it depends on the goalkeeper situation. If Mignolet and Karius was to go, then I could see us going for a goalkeeper, because like I said, I don't like saying it, but God forbid anything happened to Alisson, I wouldn't like to rely on the youth goalkeepers. So yeah, we haven't got long left this window. We've got a few players that will leave by the looks of it. Danny Ings, Origi, we see the price that we want for him, but I've seen today that Liverpool may end up taking a loan for him as well. Grujic looks like he's going out on loan. So yeah, I think there's definitely a couple of players that will go that will free up some funds. It sounds like Liverpool have already still got funds if we wanted to sign a player. I think it was James Pearce. I think I was reading some Q&As of James Pearce, and he said that Liverpool obviously were targeting Nabil Fekir, and that we have got the funds if we wanted to spend it, but it's just if the right target, if Klopp was targeting someone, we've got the funds or something, but he will wait until the right target's available or until an alternative was available. So it was somewhere along them lines anyway, but I can't remember the exact wording, so don't take it fully or literally, sorry. But yeah, Connor says, I did hear if we was to sign Fekir, he would have an operation on his knee to fix a problem that it was brought up in the medical and he would only be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Interesting, Connor. See, I haven't seen that myself, so there you go, guys. See, now if he could have an operation that would fix it and he'd only be out for 3 to 4 weeks, what would the issue be? See, my look on Nabil Fekir is the medical was complete and Liverpool was willing to renegotiate the fee. They had concerns that it may flare up in the future, but they just didn't want to pay the original price that was agreed upon. That was what we was led to believe. That was the reports that was going out. So, that's the situation as far as what I'm concerned. And Leon just didn't want to renegotiate the fee. They had agreed a fee, and Liverpool didn't meet the fee again that was agreed upon by that 8 o'clock time frame. That was the situation that happened, and that was why it all ended. And I think Liverpool have just said, no, we're not willing to sit back at the table until you lower your fee. That's what I think, guys. So yeah, the rest is history. We've seen so many twists and turns of rubbish over that, but Tommy says, Daz, we don't need anyone else, we're good to go, bring it on. Tommy, thank you for your views, my friend. So you're happy even over the concerns, Tommy, with Adam Lallana? Are you confident that with Lallana, maybe possibly seeing the fact that last season he was out for a lot of the season, Ox is out all season this year, Daniel Sturridge has been kept back, Danny Ings will go out. So if you're looking at cover for Bobby up top, you've got Sturridge and Solanke if Danny Ings goes, yeah. Brewster's injured at the moment, but once he comes back after Christmas time, it would take a while for him to bed in, but he's another cover. So Sturridge looks sharp at the moment, but how long can we rely on him? Sturridge has also said that he's going to be playing more of a deeper role maybe sometimes, but Yes, we've added Shaqiri. Yes, we've got Keita and Fabinho as well. You've also got Henson that has injury problems that flares up. I'm just looking at, we could end up in a dire situation. Personally, that's my concerns at this stage. But Tommy, I think it's good. And I'm happy with what we've done in the window. I just don't want Liverpool to come unstuck. We've still got this window open, and I think yes, during the season we will have another window. But if you look at Liverpool Football Club and you look at the pond that we will be fishing in, you want to be fishing in Champions League clubs, don't you? You want to be getting the best players out there. You don't want to be shopping in the small ponds. Not that that's always a bad thing, because look at the players like Robbo and stuff like that. But I just really feel like if you left it too late, we might end up panic buying next window or something if we're in a situation. Clubs would know if we have got a few injuries, they would go, hang on a minute, Liverpool have got these injuries. They're coming in for this player because they desperately want this player because they need him. They slap an extra 15, 20 million on this player. And Liverpool are then going to be in a situation where all clubs are going to know that because it's going to be out there for everyone to see. That's the problem that I think we've got. And like I say, even though the striker position looks like we got enough cover there because we only play one up top and, we've got the Sturridge, Solanke and Brewster to come back. But it's just, I don't know. I just do have this concern, guys. And I think because the window's still open, once it closes, there's nothing we can do about it. And it's too late then. Trev says, I give the stream a like. Thank you so much, Trev. Please, if you're all enjoying the content, guys, please leave a thumbs up if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. And leave your views in the live chat. Like I say, if you're not live, leave a comment down below. Are you like myself? Are you concerned that Liverpool could come up short if we hadn't have bought this extra midfielder this window? Or are you one of these that is like, no, we're good to go, we'll be fine? It's always good to be positive and looking at it like, no, Adam Lallana will be fine this year. Sturridge, we all know our concerns, but he'll be fine. I just can't get it out of my head, guys. I really can't, because the window's still open. Omalao says, relax, man. So Omalao, you're just like, relax, chill, it'll be fine. I'm struggling. I think what it is because Liverpool have been on this progression. And I think this year, the expectation, I haven't got the expectation that Liverpool win the Premier League this year. I've got the expectation that Liverpool win silverware this year because I think the progression is going that way. And I don't just mean the expectation because of the players that we signed and the money that we spent. I see people saying that Liverpool are expected to win things because of the amount of money that we spent. I don't look at it that way. I expect Liverpool to start winning silverware because of the progression that we've seen on and off the pitch. I think Liverpool have done really well recently in, the way we are working as a club, as well as our football, the way we're playing and how good we're doing. We need to carry that on, and we do need to win some silverware. So it just worries me that we could go another season without winning silverware, and then it's because, but look, Lallana, ended up with an injury, Sturridge, we've been in these situations before where we've got to this point where we're like, right, this year, and then it gets to next summer and it's like, right, we didn't win anything again, one of our best players may end up leaving, and it's I'm just trying to put out a pathway there, guys, and just saying, hopefully it doesn't happen, but it's a concern of mine, guys. Al says, damn, love this stream. Thank you so much, Al. Hope you're good today. I'm not saying that any of what I'm saying will happen. I'm just saying it's a concern of mine, and I just wanted to get your guys' views. I'm just kind of, what's going on in my head, I needed to say it out loud. We're better than to do it with other Liverpool supporters. Connor says, does Lallana even get into the starting 11 when fully fit? If Lallana was fully fit and the player that we saw 2 seasons ago, he was one of the first names on the team sheet, wasn't he? But with the additions to the squad now, then we don't know how these new players are going to hit the ground running, if they if they do hit the ground running, then we don't know, do we, at the moment? Hopefully, because Naby is a fantastic player. If he does start really well, then he definitely starts. Fabinho, we've been longing for that holding midfielder for a long time. So they're two of your three, because Klopp likes a 4-3-3, doesn't he? So that's two players that have just been added. So when you're looking at one position for a lot of players to be fighting for, and if you're looking at Fekir, he's been impressing in training. We don't know how he's going to perform yet. He could be playing that role this year. You're looking at Lallana, James Milner, Henderson's going to be fighting for it. Genie as well. Genie can do a job. That's what I'm saying. We have got options there. And if you look at them all being fully fit, yes, we're crowded. But it's whether they have spells out with injuries, isn't it? That's the issue. PD says, so why are we dragging our feet? Has Fekir got a temperament issue then? Has he got a temperament? I don't know whether he's got a temperament issue or not, PD, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know what the situation is there, to be honest. My rule look on Nabil Fekir is I just was like, I'm not going to keep reporting on it, because if it doesn't happen, everyone's going to be so upset. And yeah, so I just was like, if he happens, cool. If he doesn't, I guess we move on, don't we? Angus says, could Naby Keita play as a 10, Daz? I'm sure he could. In his own words, he said that his game is, you know, he's defensive minded first, I think, was in the rough words. But he's got everything in midfield, isn't he? So I'm sure he can play that number 10 role. But I remember watching his interview, and he was talking about the defensive side of his game first before the attack, and I was like, it's interesting that he was saying that, because it's almost like he was saying that he thinks more about defending more in midfield than he does attacking. So so interesting to see how he will do this year and how he will play for us. But yeah, he's so good going forwards as well, isn't he? He's going to unlock a lot of teams for us this year and drive at midfields. What else have we got here? It's better to have lots of midfielders than less, says Cameron. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Especially with the way Liverpool like to play. I would say so. Like I say, you only have to look at the Champions League final. We needed midfield options to come on to be able to change a game, to keep up the tempo. And it's horrible to look back at that game, but it's true though, isn't it? Maverick says, it's a shame we can't rely on Sturridge. His body is just not reliable. It's so true, Maverick. He's a fantastic player, and he's a real good character as well. We all love Sturridge, don't we? I don't think there's anyone out there that doesn't like Sturridge. I haven't seen anyone that is like, oh, I can't stand him, he's an idiot. I haven't seen anyone like that. We all love him, but it's just... It's what his body's capable of, isn't it? He's just withheld. It's that situation. So yeah, like I say, that was the concern that I've got with the strikers as well, because if Sturridge doesn't remain fit or something happens there, then you're looking at when Bobby needs resting, you've got Slanky up top. Slanky's got ability, but he's still young. Bruce is not available yet because of his injury. He should be back December, January time, and it will take a while as well, because we don't want to rush him back, because we don't want to flare up his injuries, because we're all looking forward to seeing what Brewster can do as well. So, you know, there is concerns to be had there, but it is also good to see you guys that are in a live chat today saying, you know, I'm not bothered, it'll be fine, you know, we need to relax, it's okay. And like I say, I see a couple of comments today where people was like, I'm sure Lallana will be fine this year, and it's I rate Lallana as a player, I really do. It's just, you can't not have concerns over a fitness when a player's been out for a whole season. It goes the same for Klein as well, guys, doesn't it? Klein's a quality defender, a quality right back. We're lucky that we've got Trent that performed amazing last season and should be starting at right back this year, because Klein was out for a long stint. When someone is out for a long time with an injury, you don't know what sort of a player you are getting back after an injury, and you don't know whether that injury will flare up again or what sort of an effect it will have on a player in other aspects. Like, you know, they might get other injuries because of it. You have to be so careful with injuries. You really do. Luke says, on the bench, I am new and so far I'm loving it. Luke, welcome. I've got a fly in the room, so I don't mean to be rude. I was swatting away at the fly. I'm glad you're enjoying the content so far, and welcome to the channel, my friend. Get involved in the live chats. Give me your views on all this situation that we're talking about. And yeah, I hope you've had a fantastic day today, Luke. I really do. Craig says defence is the first line of attack. Yes, Craig, especially when you've got Alisson as well in goal. He is definitely going to be putting some long balls over the top, isn't he, this year? And then you've got Virgil van Dijk as well. But I know what you mean when you say defence is first line of attack. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some Virgil passes across the pitch this year as well. But yeah, I agree. When you've got a strong defence, defence helps win you games. When you don't concede at the back, you're already on the right track to getting 3 points in a league game, aren't you? Because, if you don't concede goals and you keep a clean sheet, then all you've got to do is score 1 goal and you get 3 points. So yeah, definitely, mate. Great point there. And it's good to see you in the live stream tonight. Fernando says, do you think Liverpool v Man City will become an amazing rivalry in the future? Yeah, Fernando, definitely. Definitely. We have a couple of Man City supporters that are actually joining on this channel. They're subscribers. And I really value their opinions because they're actually polite. They're not rude. They come in, they give their opinions, and it's really good, especially when Liverpool face Man City as well. So the rivalry's already starting, isn't it? It's definitely starting, and they are under the same beliefs that it will be Liverpool Man City this year that'll be going at it. And I like that. I really do feel that we should be going for the league with City. Like I say, I'm realistic that I don't expect Liverpool to be able to fully definitely win the Premier League, but I want to see us give it a good go, give City a run for their money. But it's not just down to Liverpool. The other Premier League clubs have to take points from City as well, because last season too many clubs didn't try hard enough against City, did they? They just run away with the league. Wazir says, hey Dad, something new on Fekir? Not really, Wazir, mate, not really, but I'm just saying that Liverpool should react in this window. We still got time. Adam Lallana, as a precaution, he's not available against Napoli because of a calf complaint. So I said, can we rely on the player throughout a season? Liverpool should be reacting and getting a midfielder. It was Klopp's words, wasn't it? If there's an injury to our players in the remainder of the window, then we will react. So that's why I've named it this. Will Liverpool react? We should, in my opinion. But I've really enjoyed getting your guys' views on this tonight, because I know a lot of you agree, but at the same time, some of you are like, no, I'm calm about it. I'm chilled. We don't need to panic. It would be fine. So as always, I respect the conversation. I respect people's views. Force says, Daz, what do you think of Kovacic? I think he could be available for a decent price. Wouldn't be cheap, but ticks a lot of boxes. Yeah, we've been linked with Kovacic a lot, Force, haven't we? For many years now. It definitely does tick a lot of boxes. He's a good player. I think under Jurgen Klopp, I could see Kovacic being a very good player for definite. He does remind me of a Klopp sort of player. Like you say, ticking a lot of boxes. I think he would be on Klopp's iPad, wouldn't he? I guarantee Klopp would scroll down a few times, see Kovacic, and be like, yes, interesting. But yeah, will we ever sign Kovacic? I don't know. We've been linked with him so many times, but I'm not too sure whether we will end up with him in the future. But he did turn them down, didn't he? So that's a start for definite. That ticks another box, doesn't it? The Kilt says we were in serious need of a couple of players to control and close games out. We got them, plus added a world-class goalkeeper, added a last year's attack. Let's go for the league. Why not, Kilted? Why not? It's good to see you in here tonight, my friend. I hope you and your girls are good. It's brilliant to see you in here. Yeah, what go for the league? Kilted says. It's, as always, good to see positivity. Dave says, hi, Junior. So Junior is in the building as well. Who knew's in here as well? He says, I take Ramsey with a medic included. So yeah, you're saying basically with Ramsey, obviously there's a lot of Ramsey rumours at the moment because of his last year remaining on his contract. I think they are just that over Ramsey, guys. I think it's just rumours because of his contract situation. I don't think you should read too much into it, but yeah, we'll take Ramsey as long as you throw a medic into it, is what who's saying. Make Van Dijk captain if Hendo and Milner doesn't start. Robert, definitely Van Dijk he's the leader on the pitch, isn't he? He's one of the leaders for definite on the pitch. Robbo's a leader as well. I think, he's going to grow and grow more this season. Interestingly, did you guys hear about Lucas Digne as well, saying my tattoo is not about Liverpool? I said no to them 2 times. I am a blue. What? He's not a blue, he's a bell. And he put it that way, saying no to Liverpool. I'm glad he did, because Robbo is 10 times better than him, isn't he? In my opinion, anyway. It's just interesting, but I just wanted to say Robbo's going to be fantastic this year. I expect to see a lot more as well for him. I really do. I think he's quality. I think adding Van Dijk to the team, added a captain, added that leader that we needed back there. He's calm, he's strong, and I think as well, I wanted to give praise so much to Robbo being added to the team, because I think he helped us be stronger defensively as well, for me, definitely. Daz, who will your midfield trio be, says Creighton. Thank you for your question, Creighton. I hope you're good. I think my midfield trio would be Keita, Fabinho, and I like what Wijnaldum does, but I think Keita will do like what Wijnaldum was doing for us. So I think it would be someone like Henderson that will probably go in there, or you can't undermine what James Milner does for us, like, and the experience that he brings. So I think that'll probably be the situation at the moment. But if Shaqiri carries on doing what he did in that first game, then you've got to say it could be a fresh midfield three for Liverpool moving forwards. Robert says Digne is defo lion. Why else would he get that tattoo? Robert, exactly. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, all right, mate, whatever, wind it in. Force says, Daz, have to go, buddy. Enjoyed it as usual. Up the effing Reds, mate. Speak soon. Take care, Force. Good to see you in here tonight as usual, and I hope you have a good one, my friend. Tony says, CN, are you Lovren? Mary says, we need to think ahead in the Premier League. If we stand still, we will never reach potential. Definitely, Maverick. It's always about looking ahead. You've got to look ahead if you want to be achieving things. So I 100% agree with that. Clayton says, what do you think about Ramsey being linked with us? Like I say, I think it is just rumours. For me, if you was asking me, you might have been asking someone else, but for me, I'm not looking too much into the Ramsey links personally. Connor says Everton turned down the chance to sign Robbo in 2014. Now they can see him in the derbies being the best left back in the league. Get in. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing, isn't he? I love the fact that he's a Liverpool player now. I hold my hands up. When we first signed him, I was like, we need a top quality left back because Moreno's not good enough. That was what I was saying on live streams. And then, oh my God, Robbo comes in, and I would not sign anyone else at left back. I really wouldn't. I love him. I love the passion that he plays with for Liverpool Football Club. He's an absolute animal going up and down the pitch. He's solid defensively. His positional awareness is fantastic. And he can only get better as well, because I see potential in him still. I think he's been brilliant, like I say, but you can still see that lad is definitely going to get better. Have you guys seen Milner and Robbo's everyday dilemmas video that is out today? That absolutely fantastic, so funny, so funny. There was a part in it that my favourite bit was something about, do pigeons have faults? So I was going to do like the question of the live stream today for you lot is, do pigeons have faults, guys? What's your answers to that? So put it in a live stream, your answer. Do pigeons have faults? And if you're not watching it live, put a comment down below. Do you think pigeons actually do have faults? Robbo actually said that he has thought about this a lot, right? And Milner was in stitches over it. Like, you could see him looking at him like, really? But Robbo says he has a bird that follows him around. He says he's woke up by it, and he actually does these bird noises, which is so funny. But yeah, like I say, do pigeons have faults, guys? For me, I think they do, because I've been attacked by pigeons quite a lot with and yeah, I can't stand them at all. And they must have faults, because if you go down the coast or something, guys, and you're sitting there with your chips with your family or something, they know where you are, and they keep an eye on you, don't they? And they gang up. They're like a military. The way they move around you, one sits up on the bus stop, when he calls the others over, they come over. They're a nightmare, absolute nightmare, and they always send the biggest one over as well to test you, don't they? So you got to be on top of it with pigeons, guys. Kilter says absolutely they do. Exactly. They're not stupid pigeons, are they? Tony says I always had faith in him, and I knew he was good. Tony, I like that a lot. what else? Angus says top 6 predictions. Liverpool are first, second is Man City, Man United are third, Chelsea are fourth, Tottenham are fifth, and Arsenal are sixth. Thank you very much, Angus. I like that. You've gone with Liverpool at first as well. Like the positivity, my friend. Absolutely love it. Maverick says, I would get Bailey and Kovacic now, then get Pulisic next season. Then we would have a squad to hunt down City. Hunt them down all the way, Maverick. You know, that would be one hell of a squad. And again, I really like that you're saying about going and get Pulisic next season. I think give him another season there, let his progression go on. He's got a year left next season then on his contract. It'd be cheaper. Why not go and get him next season? It's going to happen. Pulisic will be a Liverpool player under Jurgen Klopp in the near future, but it will be next season. It won't be anytime soon before that, I don't think anyway. Matt says, quick question, do you prefer BT or Sky Sports? Well, I've got BT, but I don't know whether I prefer either one, my friend, personally, Matt. But yeah, anyone else want to answer Matt's questions? Let him know. I think it's just who we've got here, mate, to be honest. As long as I can watch football, that's all that matters to me. Unknown says, Fekir, I think next week will be a storm. It all comes down to it. I think it would be pointless to sign him in Jan from Leon's point of view, as he would cost less, so they have to sell or they lose out. There you go. Fernando says, Daz thoughts on Barca hijacking 2 transfers. It's Barca. It is Barca, isn't it? You know, dirty tactics. We know what Barca are like. We've been victims of Barca, haven't we? So, yeah, I'm not a fan of Barca's tactics myself, my friend. So, yeah, I'm sure, you know, Barca are a fantastic team and their players are quality as well. But I've never been a fan of the way they end up going about their business, to be honest. But it's a ruthless game. And it's only getting worse because of the transfer market and the amount of money that's in it. And you've got to be ruthless if you want to get the best players. And you've got to say that Barcelona are one of the clubs that are managing to be ruthless. That's the way it is. It's money. It's money related, isn't it? So the Kilted says, so an extra allowed. You'll never walk alone for Digny when he comes to play us. Yes, Kilted, definitely. I think we should create a chant for him personally just to do with that. That'd be fantastic. Matt says, down with Barca. Boo. Yeah. Matt says, make a 5-side out of current LFC squad. Oh, so pick a 5-side. Good squad. Good question, Matt. That's really good. So you've got to go with Bobby, haven't you? Because, you know, the flair that he would bring. So Bobby, Van Dijk, because he would be your absolute rock at the back. Alisson as your goalie, so that's 3. Nabi, 4, or who would be the 5th? It's choices. You know, I think Mane's a little bit unpredictable, isn't he? So I might put Mane in there as well, because he looks like he's quite handy in training in those little tight situations. So maybe Sadio Mane as well. But, you know, that's just going off the top of my head. There'd probably be someone much better in them situations. You know, you can't underestimate the Brazilians, can you? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, guys. If you had to pick a 5-side team out of LFC squad, who would it be? If you're not live, comments. To be honest, I prefer Barcelona and Madrid. How they acted in the final, says Unknown. It's very true, mate. Wasn't great, was it? Madrid in the final. How do you watch the game tomorrow, says Connor? I'll be watching it on lfctv Go, because obviously I'll be doing a watch along. So for those of you that are in here, please let me know if you'll be joining me for the watch along tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to, you know, interacting with you guys during the match. I absolutely love watch alongs. It's one of my favourite shows to do on the channel, and I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the season as well. It's so good to actually celebrate if we're winning and stuff like that with you guys. It's amazing. Vidal to Barca breaking on BBC. Looks like the Fekir deal is dead, says Assam. Yeah, it does, mate, doesn't it? Jamal says, hi Daz. Hi Jamal, how are you today, my friend? I hope you're good. Retro says Fekir deal is dead next Thursday. Gary says, so how bad are Daniel Sturridge and Adam Lallana injuries? Well, Adam Lallana's injury today is just a calf complaint, so it's a precaution that Liverpool have not selected him for the Napoli game. That's what we're seeing at the moment, and apparently he'll be back available for the Torino game. So it doesn't sound too bad for what I'm seeing, but at the same time, like I say, people might say it's an overreaction from Liverpool fans to go, we still need to react in this window, and we still need to sign another midfielder. At the same time, it's because we've got, you know, concerns over whether it'd be available. Yeah, we've already got Ox out all season, so that's been the general look and conversation that's been going on in this live stream today. Mark says, hi Daz, if you had to pick a best 11 from both Liverpool and City, who would your team be? I think they have a better squad, but best 11 v 11, I think they would be 50-50. You'll never walk like Mark. Very, very good question there, my friend. I definitely would put Kevin De Bruyne in our midfield, 100%. I think he's fantastic. I don't know because our attack is so good, so I wouldn't change our attack. I would add Kevin to midfield. I think Silva's amazing as well, but we don't know how good Naby Keita and Fabinho is going to be. So if it was a 4-3-3, it's hard, isn't it? Because you wouldn't want to take Fabinho and Naby Keita out if they come in and was absolutely amazing. And then defence-wise, you know, you got to say, I would still want to stick with Trent. I really would. Van Dijk definitely is in there. Company on his day is immense. So him and Robbo, and then Alisson. So yeah, I've literally just picked maybe 2 Man City players, but I think it's just because I'm a Liverpool supporter, isn't it? But yeah. Thank you for your question though, my friend. It was a good one. It really was. Lallana is like a new signing, says Junior. Yeah, hopefully. Look, on a serious note, I hope that he does stay fit this year, because, like I say, he definitely benefits us if he remains fit. I hope he does, but like I say, can we rely on him all year? Should we react this transfer window? I think that we should have signed another midfielder, is my overall look. Stuart Jackson says, yo, Daz, I hope you're well. I'm very well, Stuart. I hope you're well today as well, my friend. I hope you're really good. Like I say, for those that are in the live chat now, I want to make it aware to you that I will be doing a giveaway when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Again, we are going to be doing a Liverpool top giveaway. I managed to convince my missus that we should do one, and she said okay, we can do one, but on one condition: she gets to pick who it is. So we are going to be rewarding someone that is actually a valued subscriber on the channel, so it won't just be a random one like it was before, because we ended up picking someone with a random number that actually was just trying their luck. So we'll be picking someone that is constantly on the live streams and, you know, actually likes the content, and we see is always, you know, giving back as well, because that's what we want to do this time, but with a difference. It won't just be a Liverpool home top, it could be a home, away or third top. That's what we want to do this time. We want to give you the choice, so whoever wins it will have the choice of picking which top you want. So all you got to do is make sure you're a subscriber to the channel, and as I say, she will be picking a winner, and it will be from one of you guys that we see gives to the channel, you know, that is always on the live streams and that. So yeah, it's just our way of saying thank you for you guys that do put in a lot of effort and, you know, always joins us. It means a lot to us that you've subscribed and that you're always thumbsing up and, you know, commenting on the live streams. So I'm really excited that I can do another one. The Kilted that's in there now, look, he said, I've already got the home top, Daz. There you go. Kilted won the last giveaway, and it was really good to see. Thank you for sending me the pictures, Kilted. It was really good to see that, you know, one of my top subscribers got that as well. We've done a Mohamed Salah signed, you know, autograph picture giveaway before, and we've done 2 home top giveaways before that as well. So we've already given back quite a bit on this channel. We will be doing more in the future as well. So if you wasn't to win it, then don't worry, you will have a chance. As the channel grows more and more, we'll be doing more giveaways as well. But you know, just want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate all of you lot joining me every day. It does mean a lot, honestly. I've already got the home top, Daz, says Scotty. There you go, Scotty. So if you win it, Scotty, then you could pick the away or the third kit, couldn't you? You really could. That's why I wanted to give the option, because I'm well aware that some of you guys have probably got one of the kits already. So I wanted to just make it so that it definitely gives you the choice, you know. Just need the away kit to complete the set this season, says Connor. Well, there you go, Connor. It's good for you as well then. Plan B, C and D this year. Klopp has all the bases covered. Stephen, there you go, my friend. PD says, anyone know about this new FIFA update? Oh, I haven't got a clue, mate. I do not play the games anymore. My PlayStation has turned into a glorified DVD player for my young son, pretty much. CV says, already subscribed and liked the video. Thank you so much, CV, and it's good to see that you're on the channel. I really appreciate it, like I say, my friend. Raz says, I think Shaqiri will answer that. Five-a-side, Allison, Hansen, Souness, Dalglish and Rush. Oh, Tommy, you've gone with a different spin there, my friend. You've gone with players from the past as well. I like that. That's really good. Tippy says Fernandinho and David Silva are better. Aguero is arguably better as he scores a lot more. The rest is fine. Thank you very much there, Tippy, as well. Very good points there as well. The Kilwit says the postage to America was probably as much as the top. Yeah. It doesn't matter though, Kilwit. Like I say, you won it fair and square, so I posted it. Simple as that, isn't it? And I managed to get it to you before you went to watch the game as well, so it was brilliant. It's Rico says, how do you think Big Shaq will fit into the team? The best for him? I really liked how he got that free role and how he performed in it as well. So I'm hoping that he gets a chance to play that sort of a similar role again. Everyone was talking about it'd be back up to Salah, can play right wing, left wing. Now we're seeing that he could possibly fit in midfield as well. So I think we might see him tested on the wings as well for us. But, you know, he can play on the wing. We know that. So give him more game time in midfield and see how he does. That's what I want to see as well. Scotty says, I am giving away a Bobby Firmino, so I'm top. There you go. Stuart Jackson says, try to be here as much as possible. Great presentation and content, and you rock. Stuart, thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, thank you for trying to be here as much as possible as well, Stuart. I always like to see you in the live chats, mate. And for those that, you know, can't join live, but you do leave comments and you always watch it back. Like I say, I read all my comments and I do watch the live streams back. And I read all the comments as well. So I do see you guys that do make an effort. I always read. That's my thing. I spend all day doing it. So never feel like just because you can't join a live chat that you won't be in with a chance of winning. Because all you got to do is be a subscriber. And as long as you're leaving comments, you know, I can see that you've watched it and commented all the time as well. So that's what it's about, guys. Connor says, non-Liverpool news. Barcelona just agreed a fee with Bayern for Vidal. Would have liked us to go for him. He would have been a good addition to us, Connor. He really would, wouldn't he? Ray Williams says, evening, Dad. Sorry I'm late. I was getting my footy fix with Lampard's first game. What have I missed? Ray, not a problem at all. Quickly before I go then, I'll quickly summarise, Ray, because I've got to shut it down in a minute because it's my son's birthday party tomorrow and the missus wants to continue making a cake in the background. Right, so what we've got is Adam Lallana, Grujic, Ings and Matip will all not be available against Napoli. Obviously tomorrow night I will be doing a watch along for that, so if you're available, guys, join me for that one. Looking forward to that for sure. But Adam Lallana has a calf complaint, so he has been rested as a precaution. So this live stream we've basically been talking about, should Liverpool react with the remainder of this window? Should we maybe sign another midfielder just to make sure we've got options this season? We were talking very much about Daniel Sturridge as well and the injury concerns over him, because we're looking at backup for Bobby Firmino this year. You're looking at Sturridge, Slanky and Brewster when he returns from injury. That's 3 players, but we know the situation with Sturridge. And Lallana and Matip are apparently looking to be available for the Torino game. So we see how that one turns out as well. Ings has returned to full fitness, but he will benefit from further training sessions at Melwood. We saw, or I read somewhere today, Matip does have a sore hip at the moment, but he's still finishing his rehabilitation from the injury that he suffered, obviously, in the United States. What else we got? Grujic is expected to go. Is expected to join Cardiff on loan, and Ings is actually expected to join Palace soon. If we are going off the rumours, Origi could actually end up going on loan if his valuation is not met. We know that Liverpool put a big price tag on him. If he isn't sold, then Liverpool would look to loan him out. It doesn't look like there is an option for him to stay at Liverpool today, for this season. I've just seen here that Cameron's donated £2. Thank you so much. I hope that you're still there, Cameron. I don't know when that was or if it's just happened, but thank you and a massive shout out to you. He says, Daz, love your streams. Can't wait for this season. Get in, Cameron. Me too. It's been long awaited. Let's hope we do something massive this year. Cameron, hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. evening as well, my friend, and thank you as always. Cameron, if you see up the top there, my friend, on the live stream, you'll see anyone that does super chat from now on. I don't expect it, but I do appreciate it when you guys do it. It will put your names up there. The thing that says anonymous was actually Gucci. I don't know why that come up anonymous, but I haven't been able to fix it, so apologies, Gucci. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't come up anonymous for anyone else. But yeah, as we were saying, Origi could end up loaned out. It doesn't look like Liverpool will give him the option to stay at us. Also, I said, did you guys hear about Lucas Digne saying my tattoo is not about Liverpool? I said no to them 2 times. I am a blue, and I said no, you're an idiot. We're happy that we got Robbo. He's much better than you anyway. Is basically my look on it. And also, like I say, I am giving away either a home, away, or a third kit when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe, and my missus will be picking the winner when we get there as well. And it'll be one of you guys that do join in all the time. Leave your comments, make sure to thumbs up and stuff like that, and we'll be picking it from someone that is a dedicated subscriber to the channel. That's about it. I summarised it pretty quick actually, didn't I? But yeah, the rest of it was just talking and getting everyone's views on everything we discussed basically. Thomas says, Daz, there's a fly. Thomas, I know it's absolutely been driving me insane, but I didn't want to sit here at all stream swatting it away and stuff because I look like an absolute idiot. Not that I don't look like an idiot in general, because I do. I know that, I'm well aware. Matt says, hope you have a good day tomorrow, Daz. Happy birthday to your child. Thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Hope that the party, goes well. And then as soon as the party finishes, I hope that everyone kind of vacates quick, because I need to hurry up and get back here, push go to go live, to then be on the watch along with you lovely people, and hope that it's a really good game between Liverpool and Napoli so that we can have a fantastic stream. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Craig says, Dazza, your son is a Earth Dog, Leo/Monkey, and 9 of Diamonds. Oh, Craig, interesting. Thank you very much. So I don't know stuff like that, Craig, so that's absolutely brilliant. Cameron says, get Alisson to catch the fly. That's a very good shout, Cameron. I might actually just try and recruit Alisson in just to see if he can catch that fly for me. Royston says, see you, Daz. Take care, Royston, my friend. I hope you've had a good day today, and I hope that you have a good day tomorrow as well if I don't get to speak to you. Yep, enjoy the day tomorrow, says Dylan. And you, Dylan, mate. Take care, everyone. Right, that's about it. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. Enjoy the rest of your evening.